Hey everyone! Sorry, we had a few technical difficulties there. Google did not want to connect with my webcam there for a minute. Let's see, what do we got going on? Are we running? Are we running? Still says starting soon. There we go. Test for sound. Hey everyone! Yay! Okay, so if you're here, go ahead and comment so I know you're here. Let me share the links on the Facebook pages. Bear with me here just a minute. This is the boring part of the program while I type. Okay. All right, so if you're here, go ahead and comment so I know you're here. And we'll see who's coming. Let's see, I know Mindy's not sure. She's trying to do it through her iPad. And let's see. Whoops. Patrice, I haven't seen Patrice yet today. She said she was coming, but I haven't seen her this morning, so we'll see if she's coming. And I know Michelle has been online. I haven't seen Joe yet today. Not sure about that one. We did have some technical difficulties, so I started a session, and for some reason, Google couldn't get the webcam to connect with the session. So I had to start another session. So if you're a little confused, don't be confused. That's what happened. Joe's here. Oh no, long night at work. I have my caffeine with me. It's a must for the morning. I'm just showing you my face because some people were wondering if I would have clothes on today or not. Little joke from the Maven page. If you're not a Maven, you're probably like, what is that? What is she talking about? Somebody said something about clothing optional because you guys can be hanging out watching at home and, you know, be in your pajamas or whatever. So I said, ooh, does my clothing get to be optional? That would scare people away. Yeah, I'm dressed. Here, I'll fix it. So you can see the rest of me. I have clothes on. Bummer, right? There's Michelle. Good morning, Michelle. You know, being your good morning. Hey, girls. Hey. Hey, girl. Hey. Wait for a couple more minutes. See if anybody else checks in. Hopefully Mindy can join. Somebody else have an iPad? I've never played around with an iPad, so I don't know how they can connect. I don't know if they only connect by apps or if they can connect through the web directly. I don't know. So she might have to watch and just not be able to comment, but hopefully she can comment. May have any accomplishments from the last 2 weeks? I'll put my glasses on. Here comes the reflection from the window. You're about to be blinded. Sorry, I'm really itchy. I actually ate food last night, and so I'm reacting from it, so I'm itchy everywhere. If you see me scratching, that's why. Shannon ate food. Okay, any accomplishments? Nobody has anything they want to share, give themselves a pat on the back for? Nobody sent me any emails this time, so I don't have anything there to share. I haven't heard lately if any of the later RPSs, I haven't heard, you know, who's hitting President's Club and that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. The early RPS girls were all over letting us know when they made it. Oh, Kimberly's here. Hey, girl, hey. Kimberly, if you have a accomplishment from the last 2 weeks you want to share, let us know what you've been up to, what you're excited about, proud of, what you did that you never thought you'd do. Oh, let's see. What's it say? Recruited how many? 10 people in Campaign 10. Go, girl. Kimberly's knocking it out. She's trying to earn the trip to Orlando. Plugging in. Okay, we'll go ahead and start, and we'll let the stragglers kind of come in. You know, the big thing we've been talking about, let me see. Oh, what did Michelle say? Hold on. Hold on. New customers, 2 new reps, two new customers, 2 new reps, and 2 new candidates. Michelle's been busy. Busy girl, busy. New customers, 2 new reps, and 2 new candidates. I don't know why. What did YouTube resize their screens? Things aren't fitting on the screen right the way they normally do. Anybody else noticing that? Like, I don't know. Oh, Kimberly's going to be prego for the trip. Well, there'll always be another one. Well, hopefully there'll always be another one. That's okay. You'll be more excited about baby than Orlando will always be there. Baby will be enough excitement, I would think. Okay, so the big thing we've been talking about on the Maven page is this whole, are the online earnings going to be cut? And, you know, everybody has their own opinions. I'm encouraging people, if you have an opinion about that, meaning if you feel like you don't want that to happen, then to write letters to Avon letting them know how you feel. Because if we don't ever tell them, then, you know, they're just going to do what they're going to do. And not that they won't just do what they're going to do anyway, but we do sometimes have an influence. So if you have an opinion about that, you can write the Office of the President. You can write to Sherry McCoy, Sherry with just one R, .McCoy at avon.com. Tell them what you think. Give them examples. How is it going to impact your business if they cut the online earnings down to 20%? I personally think, in my opinion, online earnings should fall into the same sliding scale as everything else. They should calculate your online earnings into your regular earnings for that campaign, and wherever you end up in the earnings category, that's how much you should earn on both. That's my opinion. But, you know, everybody has different opinions. I feel very strongly that, you know, I mean, this is our business, so you have to always do what's right for your business. But it's not like we work for somebody else where there are other people or a union or whatever to negotiate this kind of stuff for us. So I feel that for my business, I have to speak up when something's not going to work for me. And, you know, there are a lot of people that are not cut out to run their own business, plain and simple. There are way more people that will try this and fail, that will do this and survive, let alone do this and really make a living on it. And, you know, there's a certain aggressiveness that has to come about when you're kind of managing your own business. So when you have opinions about things, you have to take action on those opinions. So whether it's this or whether you have opinions about the leadership, you know, I'm not writing letters about leadership because it doesn't really, you know, it's not really affecting me. It's not really affecting me because I decided a long time ago that I wasn't really a fan of leadership. And so the changes, I mean, there are some things I've seen that have gotten a lot better from when I started, and I think the information that you have access to online is way better than when I, you know, was in it. So there are a lot of things that improved. They've been doing more incentives, but you know, there's still some things that for me, I just don't. It just isn't going to work for me. So, but I'm not writing letters about leadership because I don't really. It doesn't really affect my business. I've managed my business the way that suits me. If I were to decide to do leadership, I probably would have much stronger feelings about the leadership changes, and I would be writing letters about that as well. So anyway, the whole point is, if you have an opinion, anytime you have an opinion or you feel like something is happening that's affecting your business in a majorly negative way, this is your business, it's your survival. Avon is not going to put food on your table for you. You know, I mean, there's nobody at corporate that's sitting around saying, gosh, I really hope that Shannon is able to afford a meal today. Not that they wish bad things on me, but, you know, they're not making their decisions based on whether or not I can eat. And so I have to do things for me that puts food on my table. And so I have to stand up for the things that puts food on my table. So that's all I'm going to say about that. If you haven't, again, it's just a rumor at this point. It's 20%. Just a rumor. Avon hasn't announced it yet. But, you know, generally when these things come out in rumors from a reputable source, meaning a lot of like the senior executive unit leaders and that kind of thing, because they do have the inside scoop. They do meet with Avon ahead of when things change. Avon does ask them their opinions, things like that. A lot of times it's legit, and Avon doesn't basically tell us that stuff until it happens, especially these days. So, you know, I feel pretty comfortable in saying there's potential that that is what's happening at this point. So we'll see. But anyway, so write letters if you have an opinion. And hopefully you have an opinion. So I guess I should say have an opinion and then write letters if you disagree with what's happening. Okay, there's that. I'm going to touch on the privacy statement today. We've been going over the privacy statement a little bit at a time for the last few weeks. At this point, I feel like everybody should have already looked up the privacy statement a long time ago. And you should have come up with your own privacy statement a long time ago. So I'm going to go over today just the non-personal information part, just because we did talk about what they consider to be personal information, and now we want to talk about non-personal information. And then I'm just going to tell you after that kind of what other information is on this. And then, I mean, I expect you to do the work, you know, from there. There's only so much I can do for you. So anyway, let's just go over the non-personal information part. Collection of non-personal information. Non-personal information is any information that does not reveal your specific identity, such as browser information, information collected through cookies, pixel tags, and other technologies, demographic information, and other information provided by you or our independent sales representatives, and aggregated information. We and our third-party service providers may collect non-personal information in a variety of ways. For example, we collect information such as your computer type, whether you use Windows or Macintosh, your screen resolution, your operating system version, and your internet browser type and version. They collect demographic information such as your location, your education, your profession, your age, your gender, as well as other information such as your hobbies and special interests when you voluntarily provide this information to us. Unless combined with personal information, this information does not personally identify you or anyone else. That's debatable, but that's pretty typical for most companies on how what their stance is. Aggregating information. We may aggregate personal information so that the aggregated information does not personally identify you or anyone else, such as by using personal information to calculate the percentage of our customers who live in a particular area. In some instances, we may combine non-personal information with personal information, such as combining your name with your geographical location. If we combine any non-personal information with personal information, the combined information will be treated by us as personal information as long as it is combined. Use and sharing of non-personal information. Make sure that's not somebody asking a question on the Facebook page. One moment. Oh, Amber's doing prom makeovers at the store. Woo! Good for her. So she's going to come back for the replay. Okay, where did I leave off? Use and sharing of non-personal information. Because non-personal information does not personally identify you, we may collect, use, and disclose non-personal information for any purpose. Okay, so the parts that I'm not going to go over, but I'm just going to tell you exist. There's a whole section about cookies and other technologies. Okay, so it covers cookies and how they use them. It covers local storage objects, which are storage systems. You know, cookies you can turn off. LSOs you can't turn off. They cover, you know, there's pixel tags, there's site analytics and how they use site analytics. They talk about widgets, applications, and other technologies that are used. Then there's a whole section about IP addresses, how they collect IP addresses, how they use IP addresses, how they disclose your IP address. There's a whole section about social network and interactive tools. There's a whole section about third-party websites. There's a whole section about third-party advertisers. There's a whole section about security. There's a whole section about choice and your choice as to, you know, basically participate, like subscribe, unsubscribe. They do talk a lot about how they track the emails that they send out and whether emails get opened or not opened, and what you use with them, how they track your interactions on their websites. They talk about access, and they talk about the retention of your information, like how long do they hold it, you know, what do they feel is necessary for keeping your, you know, personal information, how long should they keep it, what do they do with it once you leave, do they still keep it, you know, that kind of thing. They have a policy on site use by children. They have a policy on cross-border transfer, meaning if you're in another country or if you're in our country, how are they sharing information from country to country. They cover how they handle updates to the privacy statement, which basically just says it's up to you to check and see if we've made any updates or not. They have a section about contacting them, and then they also have a section specifically about independent sales representatives and what applies specifically and only to us versus customers who visit Avon.com. So there is some important information in there, but I don't think that it's information that you guys are not, going to be able to understand on your own without kind of talking through it or walking through it. So, I mean, at this point, because we've covered it for, what, like almost 2 months now, I think that 2 months is enough time for everybody to have, looked it up and printed it out and read it over and, all that kind of thing. So if you are going over it and you have questions about something or something you don't quite understand something or it doesn't quite make sense or the lingo, you're not as familiar with the lingo or whatever, you need help with that, then let me know. Or it's something that we can kind of go into more detail in the future, but I think that's probably enough on the privacy statement. I'm going to continue to go through different things on our website that you guys all have access to it. So it's not like I have, secret, super secret insider information on that stuff. It's all stuff that we all have access to, but if you really don't kind of scour every single part of our websites kind of from top to bottom, there might be some things that you just haven't seen or don't realize is there or that have popped up since the last time you scoured it. So anyway, as long as nobody has any questions about that, we will hit up the catalog. Different things on our website. Okay. So campaign 13 looks like this, and of course it has the reverse list on the cover. And hey, Michelle, did you get to see me when I was naked? Did you get here in time? I'm naked under this hoodie. Well, under the t-shirt that's under the hoodie. Okay, so campaign 13 looks like this. It's got the new reverse list on the front. So obviously there's, big spread on the reverse list. The whole beginning of the catalog is about it. It goes all the way up to through page 9. So big feature on that. How do you guys feel about me giving you the lowest price ever information? Do you guys want me to continue to do that? I mean, I feel like it can help you if you're planning on stocking up on something or you need something personally or you want to demo something. I feel like it's helpful, to kind of know 2 or 3 catalogs in advance if the price is possibly going to be lower. But at the same time, we know that the lowest price ever isn't always necessarily the lowest, legitimately the lowest price you can get it. It's the lowest price that you can get it if you're only buying one, but a lot of times if you buy 2 or 3 on a 2 for sale, buy 2 for this price or buy 3 for this price, a lot of times you can get it cheaper. So you guys tell me if you want me to keep pointing out the lowest price ever items or not. We spend a lot of time on that, so it would cut down on time for the meetings, but if it's helpful, I definitely want to keep doing it. So whatever you guys want. Hey Joe, are you awake? Are you awake? see if she's snoozing on us. Somebody check Joe's pulse. Make sure she's good. She had to work late last night, or had a long night. Okay, so let me know how you feel about that. If I were going to sum up this catalog, though, kind of in one word, or a phrase, I would basically say it's like an oversized outlet catalog, honestly. There's a huge section of products that are basically in the outlet that they've put in here, too. So you'll see that when we get to it. It's basically, we're getting to the point where it's summer clearance. They don't offer as many new items, and they are selling off, and discontinuing a lot of the old items so that they have enough warehouse space for 4th quarter holiday stuff to come in. So that's kind of where we're at. Okay, so on page 25, right off the bat, we have a lowest price ever on the extra lasting eyeshadow pencils, which I know a lot of you really like, and the extra lasting eyeliner. There is a lowest price this year, extra lasting lipstick for $7.99. I don't know if that's really the lowest price this year. A lot of times when they say lowest price this year, it's really not. So I don't know. But lowest price ever on the eyeliner and the eyeshadow pencil. And then on page 30, it is lowest price ever for the CC cream. On page 32, lowest price ever for the Kohl eyeliner. Page 35, lowest price ever on the Ultra Color lipstick. $5.99 for those. On pages 36 and 37, there's a lowest price ever for the Nail Experts Color Shield Top Coat, the Nail Experts Cuticle Conditioner, and the Nail Wear Pro Plus Nail Enamel. And then the cuticle conditioner, of course, is while supplies last. There are a few items in here that are while supplies last that I'm not going to mention this time, just because we've talked about them repeatedly, like the color creams and the tubes for the eyes, the eyeshadows, and let's see, what else is another example of the Kohl, the Onyx Glimmer Sticks eyeliners. You know, we've talked about that kind of over and over and over again. So you guys, I feel like you guys know that by now. Okay, on page 39, it's everything is limited quality. Blech. Everything is limited quantity. It's actually pages 38 and 39. So it's basically all the shine attracts. It's the ones with the clear outer gloss, the ones with the tinted outer gloss, and the shimmers. And actually, the shimmers, they only have 2 shades in here. So I don't know if those might be selling out already. Either that or those are the 2 shades that aren't selling as much, and so they're trying to push those. Okay, page 46. There's lowest price ever on the Speed Dry Plus nail enamel. And it's actually the Speed Dry Plus 30. It's not the Speed Dry Plus. That's the old version. They never put the 30 in the print, which makes me crazy. And then also, it's while supplies last on the dual-ended nail brush and dotting tool and the nail art sponge. Okay, so the while supplies last on the Onyx collection. I already told you that. That's on page 48. Okay, on page 59, there's a best offer ever. I don't know if that's right or not, but it's the 2-in-1 brightening eye roller. It's the Skin Revitalize under the Elements line. I just thought that was kind of interesting. Best offer ever. Like, what? That's kind of new, like a new sale tagline. So, I don't know. What's the difference between best offer ever versus lowest price ever versus, I mean, technically if it's the best offer ever, then wouldn't that make it the lowest price ever? So, I don't know. Just seems like a strange pitch to me. Okay, page 74. Some interesting things happening in perfume. While supplies last. Okay, under the shimmering body powders in the perfume lines. It's while supplies last on the Amari Seduction, the Amari Blossom, and Rare Diamonds. The Amaris don't really surprise me. The Rare Diamonds surprises me a little bit. And then under the perfume skin softener, same thing. While supplies last on the Amari Blossom, not the Amari Seduction, just the Amari Blossom and the Rare Diamonds. Is that a misprint? Is the Amari Seduction supposed to have an asterisk next to it under the perfume skin softener? I don't know. Seems a little weird that they would get rid of it in under one category and not the other, but it's not marked for the skin softener. So, and then under the shower gels, the Rare Diamonds is marked. Not the Amari Seduction, just the Rare Diamonds. And under the body lotion, the Amari Blossom is marked and the Rare Diamonds is marked. The purse sprays are all while supplies last, which I think is quite interesting. So, are they repackaging the purse sprays? Maybe. Are they just getting rid of the purse sprays because they have the fragrance sticks now? Maybe. I don't really know. But the entire line of purse sprays are while supplies last. So there's that. I just think it's weird that under the body lotion, the shower gel, that it's so kind of mismatched. It's like it's the same three fragrances, but you know, if you're going to discontinue them, discontinue them. I just think it's weird that it's inconsistent, but interesting. Okay, page 81. Lowest price ever on the Black Suede Essential on the Eau de Toilette. You guys remember, what was that commercial back in the day where they would say, Eau de Toilette to clean your toilet? You remember? What was that for? What product was that for? Every time I hear Eau de Toilette, though, I think of that commercial. It's from, like, I don't know, was it during the 80s? I want to say it was definitely during the 70s. I don't know if it went all the way through the 80s or not, but I just always think of it when I hear Eau de Toilette now. My whole life, I'm stuck with that sales pitch. Okay, page 86. There's a lowest price ever on the Flirty polka dot dress, which is kind of interesting. They don't as often do the lowest price evers on the clothing lines. Basically, all three of the dresses are $19.99. So, but specifically the polka dot dress is lowest price ever. Do a quick refresh. Okay, page 91. While supplies last on the ruched front top, which is this one. Pink one. Page 141. While supplies last on the musical keepsake box, the My First Tooth and Curl keepsake, the three little piggy banks, which those were not in the catalog for very long, my first photo frame, and the birth certificate keepsake. So this is basically a line that was in, what, 2 campaigns? I don't like that. Do you guys have an opinion on that? I feel like that's not the cost to manufacture and photograph and, you know, yada yada. These products, it's not worth 2 campaigns. I know, though, on the flip side, I know that part of the problem is that they can't find vendors who can manufacture. Oh, Michelle's computer crashed. I know that they can't find vendors that can manufacture high enough quantities sometimes to supply more than that, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem like the smartest or most profitable items are really kind of worth it. Those are cute, though. I love those piggy banks. I think that's such a cute idea. You know, teaching the child from birth that you have to save some, you know, spend some, that you have to divide up your money. Joe likes the musk marine and the black suede essential. Do you like the essential more, or do you like the regular black suede? I love regular black suede. To me, it's one of the closest. That and Mesmerize are very close to Obsession for Men, which is like my all-time favorite scent on a man. And I really love black suede. I wear black suede myself sometimes just because I like it so much. But I don't know. I think I haven't really experienced the essential, the black suede essential as much. So I don't really know. I don't have as strong of an opinion on that one. Okay, well, here's where we basically get into, you know, this turning into an Outlook catalog. Basically from pages 148 through pages 161, it's basically all, everything's clearance. It's basically all marked as going, going, gone, you know, while supplies last, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to run through it because there are a few products in here that either may not be surprising to you, but you're probably going to be like, oh man, I was worried about that, and now I was right and it's leaving. I think you might be a little sad about a few things. Yeah. Product turnover way too fast from Joe. Yeah, I agree. I think that we're wasting. I think that's where Avon's losing a lot of their money, is investing money into these products that are only in campaign, you know, 2 campaigns. I mean, I get the fact that there's vendors that are, you know, some of those products, you know, there's import-export restrictions on quantities. There's, you know, vendors that can't supply enough for the quantities, the kind of quantities that Avon sells. I get all of that, you know, but sometimes I feel like just let some of that stuff go then and put all that money into, you know, into bigger, better things. I don't know. Okay, so all the clearance stuff. I'm just going to kind of run through them. I'm going to show you the page and try to get through them because there's a lot. Okay, the drum to the beat set, the 6-in-1 block puzzle, the personalized tote, that's for the children, that's the one where they can put their name on it, the Sophia the First pillow and throw set, the Holly the Baking Bear, Hello Kitty eye mask, the Hello Kitty neck roll, and the Hello Kitty spa towel. All that stuff. Going, going, gone. Next page is the butterfly candle sleeve, the spring scents votive gift set, the color changing mug. That's another new one that just really was just out for the Father's Day stuff. The photo frame media organizer, another one that was short lived. The shoe and boot organizer, the closet storage and organizer. That sounds funny. Closet storage and organizer. The birthstone light up keychain. The hair and accessories organizer. So all of this. Going, going, gone. Joe likes the original too. She just really loves the essential. Uh-oh, my screen is frozen. Yeah, especially for a line like Tiny Tilia. Yeah, exactly. Give this stuff time to catch on. Promote the brand name. I mean, you paid all that money to buy the brand name. Promote it. And then, yeah, let it be in there. And so what if it sells out? You know, so what if you don't have it for a month because the vendor needs time to to make more? Give them the time to make more and then put it back in again and sell even more. That's the way I feel about it. I mean, if they're not selling at all, you know, if it's a weak line, then get rid of it. But the 2-week thing, I'm not a fan of that either. Okay, next page. This is where I'm sad. I feel like this might be a mistake. I hope it's not a repackaging thing because I've got the packaging I like. It all fits together, and I want it to stay the same. I mean, I kind of hope it's a repackaging thing because I don't want it to go away, but at the same time, don't change the size, shape, or anything else because I like it the way it is. All right, you ready for it? This is Mark stuff. The Snap to It custom color palettes. The mid-size and the mini-size, which means the Just Blushing, all of the blushes, and all of the eye marks, the metallics, and all of the regular eye mark wet and dry eyeshadows. It says, "Kiss it goodbye." Not okay with this one. I feel like this is probably the best quality line of eyeshadows we have. I'm not as big of a fan as the blushes, although they did just recently revamp the blushes. So they got a little better with pigmentation, but the eye mark line of eyeshadows have been the best quality eyeshadows that we have since they came out. So yeah, that one kind of stabs in the heart a little bit. All right, I gotta move on or I might cry in public. That would be bad. I'm just kidding. All right, next page. These are all Mark products too. Here's a Tip Flats, the Go for Broke necklace, the So Pumped heels, the Studley Style booty, the In Black and White bracelet, the Push the Envelope bag, the Sheer Me Out blouse, the Pop Your Collar necklace, the Genuine Style handbag, the Sleek in the City wallet, and the Stand Back heels. Yep, total bummer. Total bummer on the Mark stuff, especially the eyeshadows and blushes. All right, next page. We're back to Avon stuff again. The Antiqued Leaf Chandelier Earrings. I'm surprised that these didn't sell better, to be honest with you. But they're not going to sell very well now because it's spring and people want spring colors, and these are more fall colors. But the Love Ribbon Breast Cancer Awareness Necklace, the True Class 3-piece gift set, the Marquis Leaves Pearlesque Collection, the Festive Interchangeable Pendant and Earrings gift set, the Sterling Silver CZ Heart on Silver Tone Bracelet, the Sterling Silver CZ Heart on Silver Tone Necklace. So, I mean, this is on the front cover of the Campaign 12 outlet as it is. Not that, this one. The 3-piece set. Yeah, I hope it's getting repackaged. The thing I'm afraid of is that they're going to change them from like square to round, which forces me to have to buy another palette and also makes them less useful when it comes to space because you have all that gap around a round palette or a round pan. So, I mean, if they want to make them bigger, maybe. But even then, I'm still going to be forced to buy another palette, and I really don't want to buy another palette. I think they're perfect, right the way they are. But they never ask me. They never ask me what I think. So I just have to email them and tell them when I'm mad. Okay, next page. The Ultimate Peep Toe Heel. The Metallic Printed Foldable Flats. The Cushion Walk Western Chic Booty. The Fancy Printed Flip-Flops. The The Lacy Affair Peep Toe Heel. The Ultimate Stylish Pump. The Supreme Wedge. Goodness gracious. The Supreme Stretch Wedge. The Flirty Laser Cutout Booty. Easy for me to say. Next page, the super bucket bag, the super fashion wallet, the stylish grommet bag, the 3-in-1 reversible bag, the casual chic handbag, the floral dream handbag, and the big ring handbag. Okay, whew, that was a lot. Need some recovery time over the mark stuff. Okay, page 162, while supplies last. This is the deodorants. They're getting rid of, let's see, the Musk Fire deodorant, the Amari Seduction deodorant, and the Amari Blossom deodorant, and the Rare Diamonds deodorant. Okay, page 177. Lowest price ever. This is on the Daily Skin Defense Body Wash, the Intensive Healing and Repair Body Wash, and the Calming Relief Creamy Body Wash in the Moisture Therapy line. The tube style body washes. Kind of look like lotions, hand lotions. It's going to be $3.79. Down from $8. So a little over half off. Page 183, lowest price ever on the Frizz Control Lotus Shield Anti-Frizz treatment. So just on the treatment. And that's basically it. You know, excluding the 1 or 2 products I didn't mention because we mentioned them a million times. They are going to have the eye makeup remover for 99 cents on the back cover. So if you want to stock up, that's a really good product to use as a little add-on sale. I mean, if you can afford to buy, you know, 20 or 30 of them or however many makes sense for you, you know, it's a good thing to use as kind of a free gift or to make little kits, you know, put together an eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, and then the makeup remover, put them together as a kit, you know, or it's a good thing just to buy them while they're 99 cents. And then when people are buying them for $1.99, you just give them the one out of your stash and you make a lot more money on it than if you were to order the $1.99 one, you know, and only get your percentage earnings. So just a little tip there. If you can afford it, if you can budget for it, don't spend money you don't have, right? If you haven't earned the money, if you don't have the money in the budget to buy it, then wait till next time. Okay, then the next thing, nobody has any questions about that catalog. If you do, just put it in there and I'll pick it back up. The next thing is the mini, you know, the mini catalog, but it faces this way this time. They're getting crazy on us, wild and crazy. Avon, turn the catalog sideways. The Amari deodorants, yeah, I was really bad when they got rid of the Amari Mystique. I love that fragrance. It's like a girl's version of Black Suede. Go figure, I loved it. Okay, so in the Wild and Crazy Sideways catalog, on page 5, there is a While Supplies Last on the, again, it goes back to the purse sprays. It's the Amari Seduction Purse Spray. So they're either repackaging or getting rid of the purse sprays altogether. Not really sure which. Page 6, while supplies last. Same thing. It's the purse spray for the rare gold. Page 9. Lowest price ever on the medallion accented top, both red and black. They actually said on here each. So I know it's both of them. Thank you for making that clear. Okay, page 13. Lowest price ever on the bright jeggings. This is the green and orange set. Page 15. While supplies last on the sweet sequin slipper. Man, I am fighting a yawn like crazy. Whew, and I lost. Yawn 1, Shannon nothing. Okay, page 17. While supplies last on the nylon organizer tote bag. So that's this one here. I don't even really remember that one. That one has not caught my attention. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I mean, the book is actually 40 pages, so not a whole lot changing in that one. Okay, the outlet catalog, there wasn't really anything that I was really surprised to see in there, except I don't know that I was surprised to see it in there, but again, what we were talking about before, products that come and go way too quickly. Hold on, let me find it. The What You Mean to Me mug and the journal that are like the big Mother's Day things are in the outlet already. Here, when it comes to things like this, I feel like Avon needs to realize that a lot of people are not going to be able to buy these all at one time, because they're $10 a piece. So they need time. They need to be in there for a long time so that people can collect them. They can buy one each month, or one each paycheck, or one every other month, and have the whole collection at $10. I mean, you can go to a store and buy a whole set for $10, but when somebody's going to have to pay $30 or $40 or $50 just to get one of each, you got to give them time to do that. Either that or sell them all together for one price. I think they have to look at these like they're a collection that people are going to want to collect, and they're going to need to be able to do it over time. So 2 catalogs is not enough time to do that. And then I was kind of surprised that they have the quilted floral weekender on the front, because how old is this? Isn't this is a couple years ago, and it's getting front page feature? I mean, how many did they buy? How many do they have left that it gets front page feature? Must be a lot. Either that or it sold so well that they went ahead and bought some more and are just continuing to sell it at the outlet price. I don't know. So that kind of surprised me a little bit. I do like it, though. I mean, I like that. I don't know that $19.99 is an outlet price. That's, $40 is the original price. Anyway, I was just kind of surprised to see that again. Okay, you guys ready for the what's new? What's new, what's new? What time is it? 12 o'clock? Man, we're killing it on time this week. Woohoo! What? Okay, what's new, what's new? Joe has the yellow one. Yeah, see? You want to get a few more so you have a set, right? And gosh forbid that they would want 2 of each. So that they could, have like a six-person set, which is, a normal set. They're usually in 4s or 8 or 6s, 4s or 8s, 4s or 6s, right? Yeah, well, don't wait. They're going to be gone. Okay, so the what's new, you guys might have seen that I posted on the Maven page that, I said, hey, keep that coming. Thanks, I'm down with the free gift with the what's new. The what's new came wrapped up with one of the, this is the little 2-step wrinkle test. It had one of these attached to it, which I think is totally awesome. I was super stoked about that. And on the back, it has the new regimens. And, I think that's great for a million reasons. One, because if you can't afford samples, especially if you're a new rep or something, then at least you have one to start with. Or whether you're a new rep or old rep, you might want to try it out, to see how does it work before you try to present it to a customer and kind of know what you're doing, right? So this gives us the opportunity to do that, to learn about it. Uh-oh, somebody's here. I'm going to have to tell them to be quiet. We're going to be interrupted. So, I'm totally down with this. I think they should do a lot more of this kind of thing. I really like it. This is on the back. This is handy to have as a rep, just to have on hand. And there's I can think of a zillion reasons why I think this is a good idea. So totally good with that. I'm live. Okay, so next is the what's new itself. And it looks like Bright Ideas in Campaign 15 is the cover. So, they're getting bright with the makeup. If you look at the makeup, you might see a pretty good hint at what's in it. We'll see if you can guess based on what her eyes look like. Yeah, they do need to do stuff like this more often. I mean, this is so handy. Plus, then you don't have to waste one out of, you pay $3, $4, whatever in samples. Samples are not cheap. And, the cost to waste one just to figure out how it works for yourself is, it matters, right? It makes a difference. So just giving us one is so helpful. Yeah, I'm totally down with that. All right, any guesses on what might be new based on her eyes? Any guesses? I'll save that one for a minute. See if you guys have any guesses. We'll come back to it. I will say that this is probably the smallest what's new I've seen in a really long time. There's not a lot in it, but some of it's kind of cute. So there's not a lot in it, but there's some cute things. But that just means we'll get to see a lot more of it. So I'll start with the back so you guys can guess based on the cover if you can figure out what might be in here. So they're doing a domestic violence butterfly link watch. And there's a whole, there's a whole little spread. I hope there's some colored mascara. Joe's on top of things. So there's actually a whole spread here that gives you some stats about domestic violence, which I think is great to memorize or to know, or to at least, cut this out and add it to your little information binder that you carry around or that you have on hand to show to customers or whatever, that has your size charts in it and your breakdown on the bug guard in it, all that other stuff we've talked about before. So there's some stats in there. It tells you how, a portion of your sales, what it goes to, and it actually tells you that you receive some earnings on the sales now. So I really like that they're putting more of this kind of information in the catalogs lately too, so that the customers can also see, what we're doing with those. Let's see. No real sale. There's one kind of sale on samples. There's some new kind of the slip-on curve sneakers and a really cute, another really cute pair of the girls' tennis shoes and the 2-pack of socks like they had before. They did like the pink and teal pairs before. Now they have like a sparkly pink and green pair. And then these shoes, hopefully you can see, but the shoes have little star-shaped studs on them. Looks like, I can't tell if they're silver. It looks like they might be like an aged silver, maybe. And then like some gold brassy studs along with it. Kind of hard to tell, but cute little shoes. Yeah, the watch is cute. I like the little butterflies. I think that's cute. I think there's a lot of symbolism in the butterflies too. So, Mark, they're doing another re-demo, which this is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of strange to me that they're taking catalog pages for it, because you can always back order one what's new anyway, so you can back order to the original what's new where they were shown the first time, unless they're re-demoing 2 catalogs apart. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? Did you follow that? So anyway, they're doing a re-demo on these items for Mark. And again, there's the chart that you should snip out and have handy. You know, put them all over the place. Tuck one in your glove compartment, stick one in your wallet, stick one in your Avon bag. You know, stick them all over the place, because you know how you have one and you put it somewhere, but it's never where you need it when somebody asks you the question. Well, put them all over the place. Cut it out every single time and just stick them everywhere. And then you're much more likely to have access to it when somebody says, well, how does this size compare to this size? You can be like, hold on, I have one in my glove compartment, let me grab it. You know what I mean? Cut it out every time and just stick them everywhere. This is kind of cute. It's sort of like a little ice cream sundae, like a whole set. The ice cream sundae cups are a little underwhelming. They're just plain white, but they have ice cream sundae spoons and a little scoop, and then also a banana slicer. And the spoons and the scoop are kind of cute. They're like polka dotted and striped. And then the banana slicers right there. So that's kind of cute. And you know, they have more you know, like summery kind of cookware coming out. I won't go through every single item, but I'll just give you a quick peek. This I really like, but I think the pricing's off. I think the pricing is too high. I'm loving that they have this sort of stackable mix and match concept here. You know, there's a couple rings at the top, but there's different bracelets and like a watch that you can choose that kind of all go together and can be mixed and matched and stacked. Demo prices on these I think are pretty good. You can demo them for $3.90. In the brochure they're going to be buy one get one half off, but the brochure prices is $12.99, and I feel like that's pretty high for stackable mix and match stuff. You know, you should be able to get 2 or 3 for $12.99, I feel like. That's just me, but they're cute. I really like them, and they are, you know, they do suit the trends. So we're actually, you know, we're on top of it here. Just not quite sure if the price point is going to work or not. I'll have to see. Some more bracelets I want to show you. You know, these are just initial bracelets, but they're again a good stackable option. These down here. You know, this kind of open, you know, open cuff style where you wear the open at the top instead of the bottom is really popular right now. And then another thing where I'm like, it's kind of the trend, but kind of not, is in the sterling silver sentiments, you know, kind of our fancier high-end sterling silver jewelry line. We have these up here, and there we do have one of the kind of sideways crosses now, which I like. I mean, yeah, we're like 5 years behind the trend on it, and it's silver, it's not gold. The trend is gold, rose gold, and gold fill. And it's kind of big, the cross is 7/8 of an inch. So it's not the teeny tiny one. It's a bigger one. But, you know. So I don't know, I'm curious to see how that sells. Because it's not quite what everybody's after, but it is nice, and it's nice on its own. So we'll see. There's some bath stuff. I won't really show you that. It's not that interesting. There's going to be a new bubble bath scent. It's Ocean Breeze with hints of juicy mandarin and sun-drenched driftwood. It's like a summery, beachy bubble bath scent. Oh, somebody on the Maven page was asking about a scrub, a face scrub. We're getting a 3-in-1 cleanser, refining scrub, and mask. So I can't remember who asked about that. It's going to fall under the Elements line. So if anybody remembers who said that, if you want to tell them on the Facebook page. I forget who it was. Was it Dawn, maybe? Okay, so that stuff, not all that interesting. Okay, a big thing that's happening is that we're coming out with another, we have the Flor Violetta. Well, we're coming out with another scent, and this is going to be Flor Allegria? Allegria, maybe? I don't know. It's going to look like this. Flor Allegria? Yeah, we'll just say it's that. I can't really there is a rub thing here, but mine didn't really have any scent. I got a faulty rubber. So I can't really tell you for sure what it smells like. So the notes on this, the notes on this are an exhilarating blend of vibrant crimson passion fruit. Is vibrant crimson passion fruit different from regular passion fruit? Timeless Bulgarian rose petals and playful blue iris. So I don't know how I feel about rose petals. You know how I am about rose. So I don't know, we'll see, but they're going to have a shower gel and a body lotion. And of course, there is going to be an advanced order opportunity. Much as I love Avon, they do take forever to catch on to trends. Yep, and a lot of people are over, and by the time Avon decides to do it. Yeah, and there's some trends that you just can't do different. Like, I know that we only do silver because gold is expensive, but silver's, the price has gone up by a quadrillion % in the last few years. But if the trend is gold, and all versions of gold, and there's really not a mix to it, it doesn't make sense to do it in silver and then do it bigger than, I don't know. But I do like the other, like there's a little kind of the Eternal Love circle and the horseshoe. I don't know how popular the horseshoes ever really are. I don't sell very much of them when we do them ever, but they must be popular in some regions, just not where I am. But these are cute, and I think there is a cuteness to it all on its own, but I think for people that really know the trends, they're going to look at that like I did and be like, I got a faulty rubber. Michelle got my joke. My sense of humor sometimes is almost too subtle where people don't get it. I'm too, it's almost too sarcastic, too dry, where it just kind of floats by people sometimes. A faulty rubber. Okay, so anyway, now I'm distracted. Okay, stock up opportunity. They're going to have buy 2 packs, get 1 free on samples. It's going to be the little sprayers, which are $3 per pack of 5. And they're combining the Flor Allegria with the Flor Violetta. So you can mix and match with both scents. And, if you want to know who the perfumer is, Rodrigo Flores Rue? Flores Rue? I don't know. This guy right here. There's a spread about him. Okay, you can read more on him when you get yours. All right, there is a 6-piece Flor Allegria collection where you can earn 45% off the campaign 15 brochure prices. So basically what it's the value is $56. And that is based on the brochure 3-piece offer prices. So basically what you're getting is you're getting 2 collections. And both collections are going to include an eau de parfum spray, a body lotion, and a shower gel. Okay, so basically what's happening is they're doing these little sets of 3, okay, with the perfume, the body lotion, and the shower gel. So you can get 2 sets of them. Your cost will be $30.80, and you will earn $25.20 when you sell it at the brochure 15 price. Okay, so it's no limit, delayed billing. You order unlimited quantities in campaign 13 or campaign 14. You will be billed in campaign 15. You pay with your campaign 16 order. The your cost pack price counts towards award sales and earnings level and will be used to calculate leadership bonus earnings if purchased by a member of your downline and orders paid in full. So this is one of those where you need to decide. You're not going to get full award sales, so you're going to need to decide, is it more important for me to get full award sales and wait and just order from the brochure because I'm trying to get to President's Club or to a certain earnings level? Or do I need the money more? Which is more important to you? Do you need the money in the short term, which you might, if you can't afford samples or you can't afford bags or you can't afford brochures yet, you might need the money. But you only get the money if you actually sell it. It doesn't do you any good to stock up on it if you never sell it. So if you don't have a market to sell this in, you're either going to have to go find it, you're either going to have to go find new customers to sell it to, or you have to know people already that 100% for sure will buy one of these from you, right? So you just have to decide, award sales, extra money, award sales, extra money. What's more important? Can I afford to advance order? Do I have people I can sell it to, or am I smarter to just wait and sell it straight from the brochure and only sell it to the people that want it? Business decisions you got to decide, right? Okay, all units count towards your credit limit. You may be required to pay an additional deposit based on your account's balance and credit limit. Okay, so that's the first opportunity. The next opportunity is they're having a 12-piece Flor collection where you can earn 50%, and that's 50% off the campaign 15 brochure prices. So this is going to include 4 sets altogether, but it's going to be 2 of the Flor Allegria and 2 of the Flor Violetta. And it's the collections again. It's the set of 3. So again, it's going to be a perfume, a body lotion, and a shower gel. You're going to get 2 of the Flor Allegria, and then you're going to get 2 of the Flor Violetta. Okay? And it basically says, see page 7 for product sizes and below for brochure offers. Flor Violetta product sizes are the same as Flor Allegria. So they're basically saying you get the same quantity. They're both have the same quantity. So they're kind of, it's not like you're selling apples and oranges and trying to sell them for the same price. You're selling the same thing, just a different fragrance. Okay, so your cost is $56, and you're going to earn $56. And that is, of course, if you sell them at the brochure 15 prices. This packet, however, you get full award sales. So if you go with the bigger set, you get the full award sales on it. Okay, now the brochure offers for the Flor Allegria and for the Flor Violetta, they're both going to have an offer where they get all 3 for $28. Okay? And then if you don't remember what the Flor Violetta notes are, or if you're newer to Avon, the notes for Flor Violetta are vibrant violet blossoms, violet, not violent, sparkling apple, and dreamy musk. And the prices on that normally, the eau de parfum spray would normally be $28 by itself if you bought it separately. So you're basically getting all three for the price of the perfume. The body lotion and the shower gel would normally be $12 each if they were purchased separately. So that's one where if you can afford it and you know you have a market for it, oh, the value is $112 for that one. Did I tell you that? If you know you can afford it and you know you have a market for it, you're going to get the guaranteed 50% earnings. So that's good, because if you are a newer rep and you're not making the higher percentages yet, and even if you're President's Club, you're not probably selling at 50% yet. You're only guaranteed 40%. So that's an opportunity for you to make more money on your sale. And you get the full award sales for it. So this one is actually a decent, if you can afford it, if you have budgeted for it, if you have money for it. Don't go into debt, don't charge up your credit cards, don't do any of that stuff, right? If you can budget for it, that's a pretty good opportunity for that one. Okay, just two things I'm going to show you here. There's some new clothing. One is just a cute bag. I just thought I would show it to you for the fun of it. And there is a customer offer. The coordinating flowers and beads flip-flop in her choice of blue, white, or pink is only $5 if she buys the tote bag. Normally the flip-flops will be $14.99. So that's a cute little, you know, buy one, get one type offer. And then I want to show you guys this. This one, I don't know how I feel about this one. It's the brush stroke top, but they brought it back out in blue. Now, I like the brush stroke top. I liked it. I like the idea that if something sells really well, bring it back, and maybe bring it back with an additional or a few additional color choices. Like that idea. The thing that I think is a little bit interesting, though, is that the other one has been in the outlet for a really long time. So I'm curious, how well did it really sell? Was it worth bringing it back in a different color? I don't know. But anyway, so it's coming back out in blue. And I did like the other one. I thought the other one was pretty. So there's that. Here's another example. The feminine flutter sleeve dress. The flutter sleeve dress was in a different color, and they're just bringing it back in blue now. You know, I'm kind of wondering, well, is this their way of introducing new products, but not actually having to spend any like R&D money or whatever to really actually go out and find new products? You know, just slap a different color on it and sell the same thing again. You know, not really sure. I don't know how many of these sold. These were clearance for a little while, but the brushstroke top has been in outlet for quite a long time. As a matter of fact, I think it's in this outlet. It's either in the Campaign 12 outlet or it's in this one, because I know I just saw it. I think it's in the Campaign 12 outlet. Anyway, it's in the outlet very, very recently. It's not in this one. Or maybe it was in the clearance stuff. I don't know. Anyway, I just saw it recently, so. Okay, so Joe was right. Colored mascaras are coming back. These are Super Shock Brights Mascara. And they're going to do Emerald Shock, Violet Shock, and Royal Shock. I'm wondering if these look like the same colors that they used to have in Mark. I'm curious if they are the same or if they are brighter or different or what. I don't really know, but these are kind of normal colors for them to choose when they do colored mascaras. So it's lightweight formula, smudge and clump resistant, and flake proof. These are limited edition summer bright shades. Collect them all. So they're limited edition. They're not something they're planning on having for, you know, a very, very long time. And then the other thing that I think is kind of, I don't know how I feel about this. These are electric lip glosses. Fun bright shades are sheer once applied. These are limited edition summer bright shades. Goes on sheer. The thing that I think is kind of strange about this is that they have an exact same product advertised as a Mark product, right? They have like the electric neon lip glosses. And in the mark line, they have a they have a purple and a pink. So the mark line has two shades that the Avon line doesn't have, and the Avon has the yellow and the blue that the mark line doesn't have. Joe likes the blue color on everything this spring. Yeah, all blue all the time this spring, you're right. Like every campaign, it's been all blue. Must be like, there must have been like a huge sale on blue dye or something. Like blue clothing dye must be on major discount this year. I don't know. Does anybody know anybody in the dye business, in fabric business? Yeah, I hope they're as vibrant. I know, because, you know, anytime I see colored mascaras, I mean, I lived through the colored mascaras of the 80s, and they were freaking awesome. You know, they were colored. Like, what you saw was what you got. You know, like the picture. You know, you could see if they had blue lashes, they had blue lashes. And that's how I want it. You know, if I'm going to rock some blue lashes, I want them to be blue, darn it. Right? I don't want them to be like, you know, there's somewhere there's blue buried in there, and it's maybe going to make your blue eyes pop more. I mean, I want blue mascara. If I'm going to wear blue mascara, it should be blue. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm curious if anybody gets any of those or anything, you know, as soon as you have something to report on it, I'm interested to hear. But yeah, so this I thought was kind of interesting, because I'm kind of like, do we really need, I don't know, a very similar product in both lines? Why not just take the blue and yellow and add them into the mark line, or whatever, take the other two colors from the mark line and add them into the Avon line and just do one or the other. Michelle wants more in green and purple. Yeah, we need more color choices. Amen, girlfriend. We do. I don't want all blue. Or, you know, it would be fine if they had the color scheme like the advertising all in blue, but if everything came into, you know, at least a second color option to begin with, would be fine with me too. You know, advertise it in blue all you want, if that's, I mean, blue is not even the color of the year, so I don't know why everybody's so excited about blue right now, but what ifs. Yeah, old school blue mascara. Oh gosh, I'm having a brain fart. What is the name of the mascara that's in the pink tube with the green top? You know, the classic old school mascara that was the best of the best in its time. They have a blue, an electric blue that's blue. I have that one. So, but they were the ones who originated the color mascaras to begin with. I mean, they were the ones who got it right the first time. So, yeah, but you can get their line. I haven't tried any of their other colors that they've had recently, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see the difference. I know these are sheer. I know these are sheer, and I mean, I don't. They're calling them electric. This line electric, and the other line is neon. I don't know what the difference is. And the problem that I have is same thing. If you're going to advertise it in the tube as electric or neon, then it better go on my lips like that. I don't want it to sheer out to nothing. You know, this is what I want. You know, sell me sheer lip glosses in a sheer line, and sell me color in color. Right? That's how I feel about that. Because it does say fun bright, for this one it says fun bright shades are sheer once applied. So it's basically saying these are going to sheer out to, you know, they're basically telling you that's not how it's going to apply. Even though the swatches look like that's how it would apply, I mean, to me I'm reading it as it's going to go on sheer or clear. So has anybody tried the neons, tried the marked ones, to know if are they really neon or do they sheer out the same way? Yeah, the color of the year thing, it kind of died out. You You know, that was a trend that kind of exploded and everybody got excited. You know, Pantone has a lot of control in a lot of markets. You know, they're very influential, and that was them trying to burst into another market. You know, they're like paint colors and interior decorating colors and, you know, curtains and sofas and paint colors, and that's where their market has always been. So this was them trying to bust into the beauty world, and they did it. They got everybody's attention, and they teamed up with Sephora and made their line. But it's kind of fizzled. I think if they were really going to stick, they probably should have busted in not only with makeup, but they probably should have had a clothing line as well. Or, you know, so that they had control over the whole thing. So we'll see what happens. If it dies out completely and they just go back to paint colors. Or not. We'll see. And Michelle wants them to pop too. I know. I mean, I feel like there's a market for people who want color. You know, there's a market for people who want blue on their lips. There is. You know, not to mention that, you know, I mean, just makeup artists and that kind of thing in general, you know, there's no rules when it comes to doing a photo spread, you know. So there's a secondary market there. She won't have hers until Tuesday. Yeah, let us know, Michelle, how it turns out, because I haven't seen any of those either. So I want to know. I want to know. Well, we still ended up in an hour and a half, but, you know, we still did better. We had more fun this time. A little less business, a little more fun than we have in the past. So, anybody got any questions or anything? There is also a leaflet that came that I'll just show this to you guys really quick. It basically talks about the appointment kits and the business boosters and all that kind of stuff. You know, it's information that we already know about, but this is actually a leaflet. I don't know if, because all of that stuff is already going into play, so you guys might get these earlier. I don't know that this is specific to, you know, campaign 13. This might, you know, if you're only in campaign 10 still, this might come with your next order anyway. I don't really know, so I just thought I would mention it, that they are sending out a little flyer that talks about the new appointment kit and the business booster and the Just For You stuff for leadership. So just a little FYI. All right. Any questions or anything before we wrap it up for another week? Oops. If not, I will say it's been fun as always. Let me know if there's anything you want to see. Let me know if you have an opinion about the lowest price ever stuff. Let me know if there's more you want to do. You know, I started off doing challenges because everybody on the Maven page kind of said they wanted to do challenges, but then people weren't really doing them. So I was like, well, I'm not going to go out of my way to plan them. You know, if people aren't really going to do them. So, you know, if you want to reinstate those, we can. But I just kind of stopped because people weren't really doing them. So, all right, well, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, girls.